Now that if you head along to Hoylake Rugby Club this weekend, you are going to see a lot of action. And I am not talking on the pitch, because this weekend the Wirral Ukulele Orchestra are taking over. They are hosting their annual Summer Strum and they want you to get involved. So if you have always wanted to play a musical instrument but 6 strings on a guitar is just far too many, then this could be the thing for you. And we have got some of them in with us this afternoon. But first, this is what they sound like.
Trailer come, it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps a rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Now every time I hear that whistle, I hang my head and cry.
That is the Wirral Ukulele Orchestra with Folsom Prison Blues, of course, there. And if you want to hear that, plus much more ukulele music, then the Hoylake Rugby Club is the place to be this weekend. And so we've got the gang in with us. We have got Dave, we've got Pat, we've got Tom, and we have got Emma. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Hello.
I'm going to say that Pat and Emma have already got a fan here from Pete in West Derby who says big up. He says big up to Pat and Emma from the Wirral Ukulele Orchestra for all their hard work. Yeah. Not even stepped foot in the door and you've got fans already. So tell us then about the orchestra. How long has it been going for?
It was started in 2011 by a local lawyer called John Bloor, who just basically said he'd picked up the ukulele, wanted to start playing, and just put the word out he was going to form a little group, a little get-together. He had no idea on the first night how many people would come along, and about 25 people turned up on the first night, so a few of them fell by the wayside, but there's still a few of the original ones from the first night in the orchestra now.
It sounds like people were doing it in secret then for a long time.
It's it's one of those, you don't
in the box room.
Don't tell everyone you play the ukulele.
Yeah. And so how many people are part of it now, would you say?
There's a part of the orchestra, there's 17, is there?
Yeah,
about 17 of us now.
And so you're going to be playing at this festival that's happening at the weekend as well.
Yeah.
And so, the ukulele, it's gone through a bit of a transformation, certainly in the past few years, hasn't it? Because it once was I'm going to say George Formby, but I've already seen on Twitter Dave correcting someone and say, actually, that was a banjolele. or banjo uke that he played.
Yeah.
But that's the image that it used to conjure up, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it is. I think everyone just goes, we do a jam in the pub, and everyone goes, can you do George Formby? And we just go, no, we can't. No. We can do anything else but George Formby.
Well, I had a saxophone player in, and he shouted at me for playing Baker Street as well.
Probably the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, we play from, as I said, from Adele to ZZ Top in the Wirral Orchestra. So because
you gave me a little pack with some of the songs that were in there, and you said that even at the jam sessions, like someone will shout for Britney Spears, and that'll go in there. Like it's
that's one of our Andy's favourite ones.
Right. Does he have the outfit as well?
I think he has. Yeah. Might come off for Liverpool Pride. Yeah.
And why do you think it went so popular? Why do you think there's been this huge resurgence?
It is easier to play than a guitar. Mm-hmm. You can quite quickly get a couple of tunes out of it. You don't need to know many chords to do quite a lot of songs. And they're quite cheap to buy.
Yeah. So, and portable, super portable as well. You can always pop them in a handbag.
Everybody from Steven Spielberg, George Clooney, George Harrison, they all play the uke.
Yeah. And I'm a big supporter of Kevin Bacon as well.
Yeah.
But like a big supporter of people playing musical instruments. It's because it's quite therapeutic as well, isn't it? Especially if you've got something that little that you can just get out and just pluck away at for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know that our partners are always big, massive fans of the ukulele. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is. It's a really kind of community kind of instrument, really. Yeah. Like Dave says, get groups together and just people have a good time. Now,
before you play for us, I've got to ask Emma. In front of you, you have got what looks like. Remember that show, Why Don't You Just Go Outside and Do Something? or Blue Peter. It's very Blue Peter. Tell us.
A misspent youth,
it's basically a plank of wood. We've got Chatterman teeth on there. We've got a bell bike. We've got a squeaky pig toy as well. Some
it's a bit lost on the radio, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So explain.
So this is our Oinkatron.
Right.
So it just came about when we went to a festival up in Huddersfield called the Grand Northern Ukulele Festival, and we didn't have our drummer, and we needed some kind of percussive kind of interlude in one of our songs. So the Oinkatron was born.
Somebody thought squeaky piggy dog's toy.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to hear what it sounds like in this tune then? Okay. So what are you going to play for us?
We're going to play an old one from the 20s called Darktown Strutter's Ball.
Oh, I love this one. Okay.
Are we right? Yeah. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be there to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready by the 8:30. Now, baby, don't be late. I want to be there when the band starts playing. Remember when we get there, honey. 2 steps, we're going to have them all. Dance out both our shoes when we play that Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters Ball.
When the band starts playing, baby, we'll start swaying. Remember when we get there, honey, we're gonna dance the night away, and things are gonna hit the roof when you see the way we move. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters Ball. Honey, better be ready about 8:30. Now, baby, don't be late. I want to be there when the band starts playing. Remember when we get there, honey. 2 steps, we're gonna have them all. Dance up both our shoes when we play that Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters. Tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters Ball.
Oh, that was fantastic. That would make just want to shove the chair away and get up and have a dance. That was amazing. When is the Uncatron getting its own festival then? When is it just
I don't know, Saturday.
When's it gone into mass production?
Yeah, I love the way you just pulled the kazoo out of nowhere as well. It's a good old kazoo. Well, that was fantastic. Sign me up, definitely. If that's the kind of thing that gets done. We're just going to go to the traffic and travel, and then we'll come back and find out more about you guys.
Travel, BBC Radio Merseyside.
And it's over to Ed Shepherd. How are the roads looking, Ed?
Afternoon, Jen. Not looking at all too bad out of Liverpool and Edge Lane, despite that closure because of the sinkhole between Durning Road and Laurel Road. There has been a diversion operation for a good few days now, so people are used to it via Holt Road and Kensington, and it's not causing anywhere near the disruption that it was on the first couple of days. We did have reports about half an hour ago about an issue on the East Lancs Road on by the Showcase Cinema. We've done some digging, can't find any further on this, unfortunately. Looks to be doing fine on the sensors, so whatever it was could just been a temporary issue. If you are in the area and you're still struggling, please do give us a call back. I'll give you the number in just a second. But for the moment, through Southport, traffic's coping on Lord Street out towards the Scaresbrick Hotel. Also no issues through St Helens either. Linkway West moving by Asda. Any updates for me, it's 0151 794 0953. Ed Shepherd, BBC Radio Merseyside Travel.
Cheers, thanks, Ed.
Cheers.
Did you know that you can listen to BBC Radio Merseyside on FM Online, Freeview and of course on digital radio? But it's not just us, there's loads on digital, including extra digital only BBC stations, giving you even more of what you want to hear. So why not go digital? And you'll discover a world of radio waiting for you. Obviously BBC Radio Merseyside too. To find out more, search online for BBC Digital Radio.
Welcome back then. If you have just joined us, you've missed a treat because we have got some of the Wirral Ukulele Orchestra in with us. We have got Dave, Pat, Tom and Emma, and they are telling us all about the festival that's happening this weekend. It's called Summer Strum and it's at Hoylake Rugby Club. They've just done a fantastic song for us, so we're going to get more live music from you guys in just a little bit. But tell us about this festival then, because it's a Friday, Saturday and Sunday affair, isn't it? We're not just talking a one-dayer.
No, it actually started off as a one-dayer over in Chester, and it just got that popular that we had to look for another venue that could cater for the whole weekend. So this will be our third year now that we're running the Summer Strum in Hoylake, and we've got camping. And what's unique about this is that it's actually a free festival in aid of charity, and our two chosen charities are Wirral St John's Hospice and Mind.
So is it a donation then? You make a donation as you go in?
Yeah, so we've got collection buckets, we've got brochures that people can buy, a programme, we've got a raffle, and lots of businesses, local businesses offer prizes. So so that's what makes it unique. So and it's a festival for all. And
when you say festival, I mean, you've given me one of the sort of the posters for it. There are a lot of bands appearing at this thing, and it's not just British bands as well. You've gone international.
We certainly have.
So who have you got coming over making the journey?
Well, we've got our friends, the Trelly Belly Ukulele Orchestra, coming all the way from Sweden. And we've got a guy representative from Finland coming over. We had a Finland band last year.
Because it's across Europe, isn't it? The ukulele is like it's popular. Across the world.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
And we've got over 30 bands over the whole weekend performing for us. And to be honest, they're all given their own times, which is fantastic.
That's such a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I imagine there's going to be lots of little jam sessions around the festival as well for people to get involved with.
It will be a fest without a jam.
And what about, if there's someone out there who maybe have had like the ukulele just for a couple of weeks and they're feeling a bit like, should I go? Should I take it? I would imagine it's quite a welcoming bunch of people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just welcome. And they'll get a warm welcome. We've got free ukuleles around the place, so we want to encourage as many people to pick up the ukulele.
On the Saturday and Sunday morning, we're doing toast and jam. So
I like it, toast and jam.
Rugby Club, I think, are going to do some food and we're going to do some jamming.
Right.
So we've got two local ukulele groups, the Wirral Ukulele Fanatics and the Dukes of Hazzard, which is one I'm involved with. We're doing the Sunday, and the Wirral Ukulele Fanatics are doing the Saturday morning.
And how often
we're going to have some ukuleles there, so as you said, if someone wants to learn, come along and we'll
drop in, they can just drop in.
A couple of songs, do some Beatles songs.
And how often do you get together as like a group, like as the Wirral Ukulele Orchestra and jam together, and where does that happen?
We meet at Gallagher's pub in Birkenhead. And we meet every Monday night, and that's just to rehearse the new songs and stuff. That's like a closed group. Whereas Dave's Dukes of Hazzard, you meet at Mar Edgerton's, don't you?
We meet at Mar Edgerton's on a Thursday night from 8 o'clock,
and that's
then,
an open.
And then that's just an open.
So that's an open jam, so
open
everybody can
just
go along.
Come along. If you haven't got a ukulele, if you message us, we'll bring one for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, just join
and you
in.
don't even need a ukulele, do you? Just come along and sing. And just participate. Bring an oinkatron or
get into the shed and concoct something. So if people want to find out more information, so then it is completely free, just donation for the wonderful charities. You're getting to see all these bands, international bands as well. Yeah. Where can they find out more information if they want to head along this weekend?
If you go on summerstrum.com, you'll find all the information on there.
Okay, well I think we should have one more tune from you before you go. What are you going to do for us?
Okay, we're going to do another old one. It's Shine on Harvest Moon.
Okay.
The night was kinda dark and you could hardly see, 'cause the moon refused to shine. There's a couple sitting neath the willow tree, for love they pine. Little Mary's kinda afraid of the dark, so she says, I think I'll go. The boy began to sigh, looked up at the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, February, June or July. Snow time, ain't no time to say outdoors and spoon. Shine on, harvest moon, for me and my girl. Night was kinda dark and you could hardly see, 'cause the moon refused to shine. There's a couple sitting neath a willow tree, for love they pine. Little Mary's kinda afraid of the dark, so she says, I think I'll go. The boy began to sigh, looked up at the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, February, June or July. Snow time, ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my girl. Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, February, June or July. Snow time, ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my girl.
Oh, wonderful stuff. So good. So that was the Rural Ukulele Orchestra. It's Summer Strum. It is happening this weekend. Now, I would imagine if you've got a little group of your own, if you've been doing it in secret, one of those many people who seems to do it in secret, or if it is your first time, then perhaps you just want to give the email, the website again, where people can find out the information.
You go on summerstrum.com.
Summerstrum.com, and it'll all be there. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's been a joy to have you in this afternoon.
Thanks for having us, Jenny.
I think I'm going to continue with the ukulele music right now.